Well, it's easier to be a parent this morning.
Why? Did your babysitter come pick up your child or something, so now you get the whole night off? Go fuck some bitches, Van Jones! You ain't gotta say it. I'll say it for you. I ain't a rat. I won't tell your wife.
It's easier to be a dad. It's easier to tell your kids character matters.
Yeah, character matters until your wife won't put out no more, and now you're hiring babysitters to pick up your kid so you can go out and fuck all day.
It matters. Telling the truth matters. Being a good person matters.
So beautiful. So... Tell me more, Van Jones.
And it's easier for a whole lot of people. If you're Muslim in this country, you don't have to worry if the president doesn't want you here.
I know, Van Jones. Isn't it sad? Trump doesn't want illegal aliens crossing the border. He doesn't want terrorism. He's such a fascist.
If you're an immigrant, you don't have to worry if the president's going to be happy to have babies snatched away or send dreamers.
Van Jones, you are making my people look like a bunch of soy boy simp bitches. Why are you crying, okay? I'm going to let you explain to me why you're crying.
Back for no reason. This is vindication for a lot of people who have really suffered. You know, the I can't breathe. You know, that wasn't just George Floyd. That was a lot of people that felt that they couldn't breathe.
Okay. You had me for a minute, Van Jones. It's all political theater, huh? You just had to insert George Floyd there. You just had to insert I can't breathe. You just had to do it, bro.
Every day you're waking up and you're getting these tweets and you just don't know, and you're going to the store and people who have been afraid to show their racism are getting nastier and nastier to you, and you're worried about your kids, and you're worried about...
Van Jones, who are the people that aren't scared to hide their racism? Don't tell me it's Trump You're gonna say it's Trump supporters, aren't you? Also, why are you so worried about the man's tweets? You know you can just log off Twitter and not look at his tweets, right? Just a suggestion.
Van, what are your thoughts?
It's
a secret, Anderson. I'm gonna need you to keep this from my wife.
About your sister. And can she just go to Walmart and get back into her car without somebody saying something to her? And you spent so much of your life energy just trying to hold it together.
Man, I know. Like, it must be so difficult to be a Biden supporter, to be able to go to Walmart and live your life. When a Trump supporter with a Trump hat on goes to Walmart, we get ambushed, we get called a racist, we get called a bigot, we get asked to remove our attire. You niggas don't put up with shit. You're privileged. Go back home to your mom's basement. Wait a minute. I'm looking at the headlines right now. Biden won the presidency. Nigga, when did he do that? Enter double standards. A Trump rally, oh, that's a super spreader. A Biden celebration, oh, what? What's COVID? That don't exist no more. Oh, social distancing. No, Marquise, you are racist, you're a fascist. Oh my God.
The first part of a situation that is extremely troubling, first of all for the state of Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, and then for a number of other states. And these lawsuits will be brought starting on Monday.
Lawsuits? Starting on Monday? Rudy, you only make an appearance when some serious shit goes down. What's going on, bro?
But the first time it was discovered was here in Pennsylvania just a couple of days ago. The people you see behind me are just a few of about, I'd say, 50 to 60 poll watchers who will all testify that they were uniformly We'll wait.
Nigga, wait. Nigga, wait. No. Tell me right now, Rudy. You got how many poll watchers? 50 to 60 poll watchers. Why you got poll watchers with you, bro? You're a lawyer, right? Did some illegal shit go down?
That they were uniformly deprived of their right to inspect any single part of the mail-in ballots. As you know...
You mean the mail-in ballots that the Democrats pushed because of COVID and Trump said, just go to the polls because there's a history of fraud with mail-in ballots? Now you're telling me there's fraud with mail-in ballots? Who would have known? Nigga, we all knew.
Take a look at all of these states that we've won tonight, and then you take a look at the kind of margins that we've won them by. We don't want them to find any ballots at 4 o'clock in the morning and add them to the list, okay?
2 hours later.
You mean to tell me Joe Biden didn't get 138,000 votes just for himself? No way.
From the very beginning, the mail-in ballots were a source of some degree of skepticism, if not a lot of skepticism, as being innately prone to fraud. The New York Times had written that 10 years ago under other circumstances, but of course changed their mind once it was a situation involving President Trump.
I mean, yeah, that makes sense. If Trump would have been the one that got caught cheating, that nigga would have been in prison yesterday. But since it's all creepy, sleepy Joe, oh, it's fine. Just ignore it. Orange man bad. History lesson. These are the same Democrats that still won't accept the 2016 election. These are the same Democrats, like Hillary Clinton, that said, oh my God, you guys, Trump totally stole the election. 2020, when Joe Biden wins his fraud, the Democrats be like, cheating. Can you define cheating? I didn't fucking think so. Van Jones, at least you're not like Dementia Joe.
Come on, man.
As my mama says, I'm talking about you, not to you.
The most prone to fraud. With all that, you would have expected there'd be a high degree of security and a high degree of inspection that would be provided for mail-in ballots. Instead, in the wisdom of the officials, Democrat officials here in a city that's been Democrat for 60 years.
Damn. 60 years of failure, 60 years of fraud. This is crazy. Man, all this fraud going on? Joe Biden winning the presidency? Trump must be losing his mind right now.
Thank you, Mr. President. We love you.
Have a great life, right?
Yes.
Young and beautiful youth. We'd like to have a little
Yeah. Thanks for everything you do.
Thank you very much. Oh, you're all together?
Yes. We love you.
He is calm. He's relaxed. He's confident. Even after all of this is going on, he is spending time with the people. This is a message to us Trump supporters. He's saying, stay calm. We got this. This is like the fucking dream team. Joe Biden ain't gonna know what hit him like a freight train. With all the plot twists and all the turns, this is The Apprentice the next season. This is like a reality TV show. These niggas are throwing everything at my nigga Trump but the kitchen sink. And what's this nigga doing? Spending time with the people. The contrast between the two candidates is so clear.
Those mail-in ballots could have been for anybody. Those mail-in ballots could have been for anybody they wrote in. Those mail-in ballots could have been written the day before by the Democratic Party hacks that were all over the convention center. What I'm saying to you is not a single one was inspected.
Not allowed to verify the fucking mail-in ballots? Nigga, that's illegal! Nigga, that's voter fraud! Where are the mainstream media on this news?
Raising questions about expanding mail-in ballots, but President Trump says voting by mail leads to fraud.
You mean to tell me Trump saw this coming from months ago? Mail-in voter fraud? Potential of it? Get out of here. At this point, that nigga is a prophet.
They have to be very careful because you know the things with bundling and all of the things that are happening with votes by mail, where thousands of votes are gathered, and I'm not going to say which party does it, but thousands of votes.
I understand, Trump. You're trying to be presidential. I'll tell the people for you. It's the motherfucking Democrats. Joe Biden.
But thousands of votes are gathered and they come in and they're dumped in a location, and then all of a sudden you lose elections that you think you're going to win because there's a lot of fraudulent voting going on in this country.
But is that actually true? Who better to ask than our friend and fact checker, NBC News political reporter Jane Tim? Jane!
A fact checker. The same niggas Candace Owens is suing. And wait a minute. Nigga, I already did the fact check. Alright, go ahead and fact check my fact check.
I feel like I haven't seen you in so long. It is so wonderful to have you here. I think last time we were probably still chatting impeachment. It's been so long.
Just another regular day in the world of fake news. Please, tell us your amazing fact check. I'm ready.
Yeah, it's been a while. And, here's what we have to look at when we look at this mail-in voting that he keeps going after. He's done this in every of these pressers. We've heard him say, you can't do it. It's too dangerous. People cheat in mail-in ballots. And here's the thing. We've been over this before. Voter fraud is incredibly rare. And absentee voter fraud, here's like the little grain of truth that he's getting at. Absentee voter fraud is one of the more common, if not the most common kinds of voter fraud. But we're talking numbers of frauds in the hundreds compared to billions of votes that are being cast. So
it's rare? I'm gonna let you finish, no Taylor Swift.
It's really a small number, and the president is sort of alleging that there's any kind of mail-in voting would be really, really dangerous, but we don't see evidence of that. And
When we asked about buying votes for U.S. Senate candidate M.J. Hagar and candidate Biden, here's what she had to say.
We're looking at top ticket to get votes for Hagar, Biden. How many votes do you think you can deliver for us?
At least 5,000.
And what are we looking at as far as how much that's going to cost?
For the entire team that I'm looking at 55,000.
No evidence of voter fraud. Nigga, this looks like evidence to me. This nigga Trump is a prophet.
So $55,000 for 5,000 votes, top the ticket, Hagar, Biden.
If not more, I'm not going to overpromise because remember, we're 16 days till election day. You give me cash, you can do whatever you want to do.
One thing that all women have in common. These bitches be lying. Jane, I'm disappointed in you, bro. How is this nigga Grim a better journalist than you? Nigga!
Read the quote that you just played to like one of the nation's leading election experts, and he was like, huh? No.
And I'm the leader of figuring out bullshit. And bitch, you full of bullshit. Give me back to Rudy Giuliani. That nigga took on the mafia. That nigga ain't scared of nothing. Rudy, what you gotta say, bro? Jane, get the fuck out my face, nigga.
As the law required, even when a court order was obtained to allow the Republican inspectors to get 6 feet closer, they moved the people counting the ballots 6 further feet away.
Them niggas are like, alright, the Supreme Court told us to let you in. Alright, we gonna let you in. But they didn't tell us we could move 15 more feet away, nigga. These niggas.
It's really simple. If you have nothing to hide with these mail-in ballots, you allow inspection. I mean, this is common knowledge, common practice.
It's like if you're seeing a girl and you guys were so comfortable with going through each other's phones. And then you ask her, can I see your phone? and then she won't give you her phone, and she swipes up and deletes all the chats on Snapchat, and then calls it a finger slip. Nigga, we caught you!
In the examination of absentee ballots, which happens all the time. You take out the absentee ballot, you open it up, the Republican looks at it, the Democrat looks at it. If nobody objects, you put it in the pile.
Oh, Rudy, my bad, bro. You didn't know? The Democrats can never do anything wrong. What? You want to let the Republicans look at the votes? Oh my god, that is white supremacy and racism. Well, thanks guys for checking out my newest YouTube video. I am going to have this video available on Facebook as well. Make sure you guys subscribe and click that there bell icon though. Trump supporters, keep the faith. This shit is not over. How many times have the mainstream media lied to us? And how is this time any different than any other time?